The far-right paramilitary organization and militia, the Oath Keepers, is apparently still out there. You might not have heard much about them recently, but there's been some great reporting being done, including by Rolling Stone, about their upcoming plan. They have a plan to not only rebuild, but to become far bigger and more consequential than ever before. Apparently, they want to recruit a new generation of literal Boy Scouts to maybe cleanse America along political and racial lines. Let's see what Rolling Stone was able to uncover. So reporter Tim Dickinson says the Oath Keepers now have a new brand that is Oath Keepers USA. The other Oath Keepers was so European. This one's focused on us. Anyway, they have a new leader named Bobby Kinch, a retired Las Vegas police officer who once gained infamy for making Facebook posts that appeared to call for a race war. We're gonna read that post. I think Tim Dickinson is being responsible by saying appeared to call for a race war. We'll see what everyone thinks. So anyway, these days he lives in the mountains of Southwest Utah and adds a populist topspin to dark visions of impending tyranny, saying it doesn't matter what your political persuasion, because if you're not one of the wealthy elites, if you're not one of the Davos globalist Marxist progressive billionaires, so many wildly progressive billionaires in America, you're gonna be in the same boxcar as everyone else. And at one point he said, let's just get this over. Race war, civil, revolution, bring it. I think we need a cleansing. So when people said that that's a call for violence or for race war, he said that it's pretty R-worded to view him as racist. Well, you did say bring the race war. I think that's racist. I think it's at least borderline racist to call for a war between the races. I think. Am I getting over my skis? Anyway, yeah. He also says when people tell me nothing good comes out of violence, I'm like, man, do you know your American history? America, it was born out of violence, which is technically true, but maybe we leave that in the past. Maybe we don't keep going. He said violence should be the last measure. It should be the last option. I agree with that. But sometimes we have to be proactive. So not the last option then, clearly. I think you undercut your point there a little bit. And he said in 2024, this tyranny that has taken over, it's treasonous. We need to start calling it what it is. We don't have very much time left. So this is a learning moment. It was tyranny, but when Biden lost, they're leaving. So was it tyranny? And I know what he'll say. He'll be like, you guys said that Trump was tyrannical. Yeah, but when he lost, he refused to leave. He tried to overturn the results of the election. So I don't feel like it's really both sidesable in this case. But anyway, they have this new strategic plan and it calls for 1,000 members in each state by 2025. And the way they get there is recruiting of younger persons. You need to do community outreach programs, Boy Scouts, public training events, youth involvement, so that they can get 500,000 members by 2027. I don't know what they'd be needed for. You guys got Donald Trump. Why are you still generating your own army? But whatever, they think they need it and they're gonna be going for the Boy Scouts. Grooming them, some might say, but Brett, what do you make of this?
I mean, I know all those Facebook posts that dude typed with one hand. You know what I mean? Like these guys are so horny for war. His defense of the race war comment is actually worse, I think, than being racist. His defense is that he's just calling for any kind of cleansing. He doesn't care if it's a race war or a civil war or a revolutionary war. First of all, those are all different and like you can't just lump them all together. His priority, by his defense, because I think it's all batty. His defense is, I don't care why we're killing everybody. We just need to kill everybody. Which is kind of the opposite of racist, but still calling for mass casualty events.
Yeah.
And I love watching, like, dude, yes, America was born of violence. Wouldn't it be better if we weren't just total douchebags though? Like, violence advocating douchery is what all these guys are. It's so weird. Like, is it your first day here? It's like they're like kids. They're just like, well, I want to pick up a gun and go and smash this against that. That's their whole approach to everything. Like, yeah, we know that violence is an option. We know what a revolutionary war is. We know why the Civil War happened. But like, because we know those things, we think they're bad ideas right now.
Exactly. Yeah, he heard the history. He didn't learn the history. Maybe instead of going to the Boy Scouts to get new soldiers, maybe go to the Boy Scouts and just like pay attention, just like learn camaraderie and stuff like that. But anyway, and I'll close with this. The whole origin of the Oath Keepers is that they have this list of rules of the orders they won't violate in the military. They're not gonna like round up citizens, build camps, blockade, invade. But like, do you get that the only president who has called for that sort of thing or is promising it is Donald Trump? Biden didn't do that. We had 4 years of him. He didn't do that. Trump is the one that wants to dispatch the military to US citizens constantly. He's the one is saying that he's gonna build camps on the border. He's the one talking about stripping millions of American citizens of their citizenship. So is it really about not breaking those rules, or just not breaking those rules for a Democrat, but like, come on fascism, all bets are off? Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.